What is up, everybody? Shadow Duelist 17 here, and now I'm gonna give you another deck profile. It's a Vanguard deck profile of my best, my one and only clan, Great Natures. Now, I've been really getting troubled with school a lot, so I'm sorry I cannot get back on schedule on what I used to have, so I'm very sorry. On breaks, depending on how long they are, I'll try to make a video best I can. So I'm sorry my videos won't go up as they used to, like every 1 or 2 weeks. I don't remember. But once summer hits, I will definitely get back on schedule the way I used to, because I got a lot more time and a lot more time to get stuff ready. Anyways, let's start this Great Nature deck profile. Let me tell you a little bit about it though. My trigger lineup, I'll tell you straight out, it is unique compared to other trigger lineups. Nobody would probably think of running this kind of lineup. I'll tell you. If I am mistaken, tell me straight out in the comments saying, hey, you're not the only one that kind of does this, check this person out, or if they're on YouTube for that matter, or like whatever. This deck is my favorite clan. I am the only one that runs it at my locals. There's some people that like Great Natures but don't play them. I, for one, like Great Natures. I play them. I made various builds with this deck. All the time I used to change it. So I finally got a build and I'm stuck with it. There might be more builds along the way, but right now I've been stuck with this one for a really long time. Now let's get started. Karibo token up there. And for my starter, I chose Blackboard Parrot. Sleeve, if anybody was wondering what kind. So Blackboard Parrot, really good skill. You ride on it, call out to soul, like every other starter that has a skill anyways. And what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, skill. Put it back into the soul, choose a Great Nature, rear guard. Choose a Great Nature rear guard and it gains in the effect of during the end phase. When this is put in the drop zone, draw one. So you get the draw power, really good. Always keep that hand advantage. Now, 2 more grade 0s. Gardening Mole, another starter. Sometimes, like, I would switch between these two. It depends on the opponent. Like, if I fight them more than once, if it's not tournament play, sorry. I stick with Blackboard, but I would switch between these two. This is really good skills. This one, I'll get into the other starter later. So, this one, I'm trying to make it into a grade 1. What was his name? Tank Mouse, I believe. But IntelliMouse is working because it's a 10k shield, so just in case, keep it in my hand. So, you rest it, give plus 4,000, retire at end phase to another Great Nature. Now, this starter skill. Like any other starter, slide out of the soul when ridden. And at the end, during the end phase, when a Great Nature goes to the drop zone at the end, drop zone, counterblast 1, slide it into the soul, and add that card straight back to your hand. So keep the hand advantage like always. And now onto the triggers. Got 4 heal. Let me put these over here in the corner. Hopefully you can still see them. Sorry for the glare. Five draw triggers. Trying to keep myself organized, so sorry for that little wait. 5 draw triggers. Yes, 5. Like I said before, you gotta keep that hand advantage. And 5 stand triggers. 5 stands, 5 draws, 4 heals. You're saying, hey, wait, that's only 14 triggers. Well, 2 critical. And that is my trigger lineup. So that's my trigger lineup. 2 crit, various. Gotta keep my variety from the stands and draws. Now let me tell you why I run this kind of trigger lineup. I run this because when I had like more criticals, a little draw, and I had like 4 stands, maybe 3 stands. I had 5 criticals and like 2 or 3 draw triggers. Now, it was really bad. I can never use that trigger lineup the way I use this. I had no hand advantage at all. Always lost my hand and field just because my hand advantage wasn't as good. Now, the 5 draw, you keep your hand advantage. 5 stands, run stands because the deck relies more on power over damage. What this deck does is just keep on adding 4,000, 4,000, 4,000. With that bonus 4,000 each time, I can add like 12,000 to 1 unit. In 1 turn. So that's 12,000 power. At a stand, gets 17,000. And you restand it, so if it's a 10k attacker, let's say, gets the 12,000, 22 by itself, no boost. Going up to 27 when it stands. And if I get another trigger, 32. So that's why I run those. I keep the 2. I would probably run 6 and 6, but I'm not because I still need to get in that extra damage. So I just toss these guys in, these 2, for the extra damage and just to throw off my opponent like crazy. My friend, my teammate, he was very confused when I told him this trigger lineup. I explained it. He got it all. So yep, that's my trigger lineup. Now a lot of you will probably call me crazy saying, wait, Great Natures rely more on criticals and giving that extra damage in than just standing and all that. To keep the draws, lose the stands. Oh well. Anyways, onto the grade 1 lineup. We have 4 Silver Wolves. Always have to have that AK Vanilla. This is going up to 20,000 if I ever do the 12,000 on him. Usually I do it in the front row regard. It would just depend on situation for me. 3 TikTok Flamingos. Don't run 4. I might drop this down to 1 so I can take out the Intellimouse or keep the Intellimouse and put in the Tank Mouse if I ever get it. But I highly doubt I ever get Tank Mouse. So anyways, I know it's just a rare, but still. Anyways, it's good skill when it's called. Oh, excuse me guys, I'm sorry. So when it's called, you give another unit its skill. Another regarded extra skill. When it goes to drop zone, unflip 1. My deck is about all unflipping damage. But so far you haven't noticed, there's really only 1 counterblast so far. So where does the others come in? You see that soon. Now we have 3 Stamp Sea Otters. Yes, very good for Kaguro matchup or Narukami or any deck that can retire units. If he's the only other unit that you really have that is can be able to retire, sorry, they just can't do it because he can't be retired by card effects. So yeah, just 3 CMC outers. It's really good. It's really good. Wouldn't run 4. It just clogs up my hand after a while because I will need the space more or need the circles open more for other units than CMC outer, but it's still good. Now, Hula Hoop, Capybara. Only one because I don't really like this card that much, but it's still a good card. When the attack hits, when the boosted attack hits, a Vanguard or yeah, when it just hits, drop 1, draw 1. So I'll probably just take this one instead for the Intellimouse. I'm not sure. So, anyways, 1 Ponkichi. Damage builder. Counterblast 1, take 1 damage. And then at the end phase, return 1. So, him have a heal trigger there. Damage it. Or, not damage it, counterblast it. Put a top card, let's say it's, okay, let's say this is like, one of the Silver Wolves. So you damage that, you have a heal trigger there. Damage it, got a heal trigger there. Take the heal trigger at the end phase and keep the Silver Wolf in the damage. 1 Thumbtack Nori. 1 Monoculous Tiger. This, I will, if I can get another one of this, I will take this out for that. That's for sure. This I need more of because my opponents always target this once they find out what the skill does. So, well, with their skills, this one, Counterblast 1, gain 1000. So, not that good. That's why I need more of this. This one's skill. When it attacks Vanguard, add 4000, or give another Green Nature unit plus 4000 and retires at end phase. So that's why I need 2 Monoculous Tigers. 1 Perfect Guard. I would run 2, maybe 3 Perfect Guards, but 3 is the max. I do not run 4. 4 always clogs up my hand. So, like, yeah, 4 clogs up my hand. I don't want to run 4. Probably I'll just best go 2. Sorry for the really long video, guys. Making videos is, like, best thing I can do. And I try not to make them long, but somehow my deck profiles always become longer than I expect them. So, 4 Geograph Giants, 10k Vanillas. Always have to have those. 3 Multimeter Giraffes. Multimeter Giraffe is a really good card. It might be 8000 power, okay, but really good, to be honest. Its skill is, I never heard any of it before. Its skill is when it attacks, gains plus, oh, don't tell me. Dang, that sleeve's messed up, okay. Okay, sorry about that. Its skill is when it attacks. When it attacks, gains 3000 power, let me see. If your opponent's damage is 3 or 2 or more, and they have to be face up. So it's kind of tricky because a lot of decks like to overuse their counterblast. But still, when it's a deck that doesn't really use counterblast, you will always get that +3. Like Majesty Lord Blaster. A lot of decks don't really, or a lot of Majesty Lord Blaster decks, they don't really counterblast. The only counterblast really is Stark Hall, Blaster Blade, maybe Blaster Dark if you can get off his skill. So yeah, always hitting for 11 instead of just 8. Now we got 1 10k Intercept, Little Armadillo. Only 1. I'm not sure if I want to take it out. Oh my god, excuse me guys. I'm not sure if I want to keep it or take it out later on. It's a really good card. It really works for me. It's just that I'm really not sure what I'm gonna do. Now, just like what Punkichi did, I have 2 Explosion Scientist Bunta. Don't really have to explain him because he does the same thing as Punkichi. Alright, on to my grade 3s. I have 6 grade 3s in a diverse way. We'll start off with 1, School Hunter Leopold. For those of you that don't know, usually because you just started Vanguard now or never heard of the Great Natures. If you didn't hear of the Great Natures, I swear to God, you're kind of dumb. But anyways, Limit Break 4, when a unit goes to the drop zone, Counterblast 1, Superior Call it right back to an open circle. And his other skill, when he attacks, add 4,000 and then retire that unit at the end phase. His reversed form, I swear to God, is overpowered. I have played his reversed form before in Card Fight Arena or Area, whatever which one, I don't care. It is pretty good, pretty overpowered. Anyways, 2 Battler of Twin Brush Polaris. Limit Break 4, Counterblast 2, when this unit attacks a Vanguard, choose a Great Nature, stand it, and that gets plus 4,000 and retires at the end phase. And then his other skill, when he attacks a Vanguard, he also gains plus 3,000. So when you go up against the cross ride, he's good as a Vanguard because if he doesn't have any boosters, say if it's like a Kagero or Murakami cross ride that you're versing, it's at 13. You got no booster because he keeps on retiring it. Polaris, okay. 13 Vanguard, that guy still wastes at least a 10k guard or a 5k guard. Depending. Now, for my favorite card, also known as my Beast Avatar, Rise Up My Arm Instructor Bison. He is the card that I always win with. I might ride at least 1 Polaris or maybe Leopold because I didn't get them. But that's why I run 3. So either way, once I get this, these 2 are gone. That is going to become my Vanguard. Here's my Beast Avatar. I always win a game with him. Even if I have to ride Leopold or Polaris first, once I get him, I ride him, I win. Now his skill is Limit Break 4 when a Great Nature goes to the drop zone at the end phase. Wait, sorry guys. So like I was saying, when a Great Nature goes to the drop zone at the end phase, unflip 2 damage. Unflip. So unlimited counterblast basically. His second skill is Counterblast 2. Add 4,000 to a rear guard and it retires at the end phase. So like I said, it unflips, so it's unlimited counterblast. I can keep on counterblasting. I unflip those 2. It's up to 2, so if I have 1 counterblast, it unflips it. So yeah, that's my Great Nature deck profile. I hope you guys like it. I'm terribly sorry this is such a long video. Great Natures is my favorite clan by far. No matter what, my Great Natures will always stay with me. A lot of people ask me, would you sell that deck or would you trade it? Some other things. I say, nope, sorry, this is my thing. I'm the best at what my deck is. I'm the best with my deck. My one other friend, I'm not trying to put him down or anything. He's trying to make Great Natures. Now, I can tell you straight up, my Great Natures will probably be better. Sorry to say. They would probably be better than my friends. Anyways, this is going on 20 minutes. Shadow Duelist 17 here. Oh, Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Shadow Duel 17 signing off.